One take, no edits. Let's go. Hey there. So I thought I'd share a simple little tool today that has served me quite well. And that's being able to identify which consciousness, which state of being you're associated with in any given moment. As you start to develop that witness perspective, which is realizing that you're not the thought, you're not the emotion, you're the thinker, or you're the being having the emotion. What that empowers you to be able to do is to start to then choose, okay, I'm having this thought, or I'm having these emotions, I'm in this state of being. Is that where I want to be, or do I want to orient myself to my divine consciousness? And over time, as you start to bring in the soul, as you start to embody more and more of your divine consciousness, the distinction between those two states of being starts to become more and more dramatic, to where you can really start to identify and start to feel which state of being you tend to be in any given moment, and therefore choose where do you want to be aligned. So bear in mind, our earthy consciousness, tends to be that of fear, lack, limitation, doubt, worry, um, anger, resentment, condemnation, judgment. Those things, those patterns that we're trained into, that, habits of thought, patterns, societal programming, our own programming, our culture, all the rest of it, right? Whereas as you start to get a sense for what the divine consciousness is, it's very different, and it starts to become dramatically more different over time as it sets in more and more, as your soul comes in more and more, as you allow it in more and more. And the divine consciousness is one of certainty, it's one of knowing, it's one of unconditionality, be it unconditional love, non-judgment, non-bias. It just, the divine just drinks in experience, be it what we would judge as good or bad, right or wrong. The divine don't care, it just loves experience. It loves experiencing itself in all forms, in all fashion. It loves the wisdom that it drinks from every experience, and that it gets from life, essentially. So as you start to identify more and more with the divine perspective, with your divine knowing, you really start to be not as willing to stay in the earthy consciousness. So as you find yourself back in your, as you're in a situation or an encounter, and you find yourself back in your earthy consciousness, it's easier and easier to identify that you're there, B, give yourself grace for being back there, so not beating up on yourself that you feel like you regressed or took 2 steps back when you were just been on a platitude or on a high point, and all of a sudden you find yourself back in your earthy perspective. And then C, choose again. Like, choose, okay, I'm back into judgment, I'm back into fear, I'm back into worry, I'm back into doubt, but do I want to be here? And then choose back to your knowing, choose back to your certainty, choose back to your eternal nature. So hopefully this provides some perspective and is a good tool that will serve you as well as it has me. Thanks. Blessings.